All right. Very late video again. What else is new? I got sick, so I actually have an excuse this time. This is, I don't even remember how far, last Thursday. So here's bench. I was planning to do 2 sets of 5 with 300. I remember I discussed that last video, and that was achieved. This is my last good bench day because once I got sick, I lost some pounds. I'll talk about this a bit more in my car talk, and that fucked me up. That once you lose weight, the bench is the first one to go, but good news is I have some decent squats in here. And I don't have footage from every day. I've had some pretty shitty workouts since getting sick, as you'd imagine, but it's all good. Oh, man, I put this in backwards. So this overhead press actually came first. Apologies. iMovie's a bit weird, but this is 235 for 4. Super happy with this because I haven't been doing a lot of overhead press. The movement felt a little weird, but the strength is there. This was Friday. 475 for 4, completely raw. Squat, high bar. Happy with this. I haven't really done a whole lot of squatting, no sleeves, no belt, in the past year-ish. So this is a good sign. Strength's up. The 1RM calculator says that this is like 530 or something like that. I don't know about that. Maybe like 520, 525, but I would like to figure that out soon enough. Now, what I'm pretty excited about is the front squats. They're going to come toward the end of my training clips here. And then, by the way, here's a 430 for 3 paused after that set. That set took a lot out of me. So this was a little bit disappointing, but overall not the worst. Pauses were super legit. Been obsessed with the front squat since Sunday. Starting a secret front squat program that I made on my own today. It's really dumb. I'm not going to share it quite yet. I might not even do it. It's so dumb. But I've had some circumstances in my life change a bit in the last couple of days, so I've had a little bit more time to scour the back pages of the internet in search of secret lifting wisdom. This was Saturday, so this is my first day that I was sick. And I included this in here for a reason. So my bench workout was supposed to be 3 sets of 3, pause with 315. I got 2 on the first set. And I was like, all right, well, then we'll go for 3 or 4 sets of 2. This is the second set, 1 rep. And then I go for the second one, and I get fucked. So what I decided to do is change the game plan, call the second audible, go to 275, 2 sets of 7, which isn't very good, but I'll take it. And what this does is this establishes a baseline for the next time I want to do some volume on bench with 275. I know that on a shitty day, I can get 2 sets of 7. This should be easy to break, and it left me a bit fulfilled. I've never done multiple sets of more than 5 with 275 on bench before, so I'll take it. And that's what I believe in when you have a shitty day. You just got to call an audible, figure it out, figure something else out. But this was definitely the worst day. This was like sleep deprived, low calories. It was just a brick in the wall type of workout. And then here's Sunday. Starting to feel a little bit better. Started off here with 370, completely raw front squat, 4 reps. This is at a public gym. Look at the Hulk on the wall cheering me on. But yeah, this is when the session with front squats started, because I really haven't been doing a lot of front squats without knee sleeves so far. I kind of talked about this in the last episode, because front squats with knee sleeves fuck my knees up. Then I went for 440 right away, and it moved really fucking easily. That's PR with a belt and no knee sleeves. So then I go for 455, and so fucking close. And then this is today's my last clip. Apparently it was snowing in my gym, my home gym. And this is 420, no belt, no sleeves. So front squat is going north. All right, car talk time. I meant to put a car talk up on Monday with some training footage, but I just got sick over the weekend, and it is Wednesday now, and I think like yesterday I'm finally beating it, but I'm still feeling some symptoms from it for sure. And so Monday I was still kind of sick, so it wasn't the best car talk in the world, and it was kind of depressing because I was sick. I was in a big slump of training, and nobody wants to watch a depressing car talk about setbacks. But still gonna talk, sickness, because that's the biggest thing going on right now. I don't know in the training clips that I'm gonna post if it's gonna be everything from every day. I am gonna cut some stuff out from more unsuccessful training days. Yesterday was not a good training day at all. Like, at all. Today was okay. Really the only good training days. I mean, I'll show my sickest of the sick days was Saturday. And I'll show my training footage from Saturday because I think that there's something that can be taken from it. But from some of the other days where it was just, nothing good to draw from, no, not really. Anyway, I think I ate something weird on Friday, and I did not sleep very much from Friday into Saturday because my stomach was basically doing circles all night. I would wake up in cold shivers and sweat. I don't think I slept more than like 2 consecutive hours, and that sucked. So I was tired, and the big thing was a loss of appetite. Just generally the thought of food was kind of disgusting to me. So that was the biggest symptom that only ended yesterday. So finally, the calories are getting back in. Jeez, I hate these pockets. That's the second time I've dropped something. But yeah, I think that's like the biggest thing. Like, people talk about with lifting, what's like the biggest setback when you get sick? Is it like an inability to train? Is it the fact that you lose weight? Is it that you're sick? What's the big deal? What's the biggest deal? And, speculate whatever you want it to be. But I will say that I think that it's the appetite loss, because no matter what kind of sickness you get, you're going to lose appetite. And obviously for me, it was, it wasn't like a head cold or anything. It was kind of issues with my stomach. So like when the thought of food is just nauseating, that's the worst. Head colds I've gotten in the past, I don't have an appetite, but I can still kind of force feed, because even though I don't really want to be eating, it's not like making me feel ill to eat. But when you get something going on with your stomach, and I wouldn't advocate, I don't even know that I would advocate, force feeding yourself with a head cold, especially with a stomach. I mean, like, I wasn't, throwing up or having any issues like that, but I would still definitely say that's... I mostly just ate things that I could tolerate, and a lot of fruit, especially, because that made me feel good. If you're gonna eat with something with your stomach, then yeah, make it like that. What I will say is that the loss of appetite is normal, definitely, and it's like, honestly, not giving this out as advice. I definitely don't practice what I preach, but just about every other mammal, when it gets sick, anything from, most people probably relate to dogs or cats, because that's what most people have as pets. When they get sick, they won't eat. They'll refuse food. So every other animal every other mammal, which, you know, humans have some sort of relation to just out of the fact that we're mammals, will refuse food when sick, except for humans. So probably something to that. I mean, I think it's one of the ancient Greek philosophers. It might have been Hippocrates, said defeat a sick man is defeat the sickness. So take that as you will. I know that I certainly still try to eat while I'm sick, because the thought of losing that progress in lifting just frustrates me more than prolonging my sickness. So my priorities probably aren't where they should be. Anyway, that's been the big thing for me. I'm definitely down a couple pounds. I feel lighter. I can tell you that the most frustrating lift right now is bench. I've lost quite a bit of strength since getting sick. And I mean, like, that should be expected when you think about lifts that are like the quickest to go when the weight's off. It's going to be, you know, your bench first. You know, most people don't really overhead press, but you can probably, what the fuck just happened? You can probably make that argument that it's overhead press as well. Your pressing is going to go down, and bench has just been so fucking frustrating for the last several days. I mean, Saturday was the first day that I was sick. I had a great training day on Friday. Saturday, bench obviously wasn't there, but I was sleep deprived and I felt like shit. So it didn't surprise me that it wasn't there, but it's just not coming back. Even yesterday, I ramped up the calories a little bit, and today I did just the lightened benching day just to see, you know, what felt hard, and it's still nowhere where it should be, my bench. So that's very, very frustrating. Squat is kind of maintained. That's only the second to go. So that's telling me that I probably haven't lost a ton of weight, but I think that my progress with the squat would be a little bit better. I've been front squatting since I don't think I've done a back squat. No, I haven't. It's been just front squat days since I got sick. My progress would probably be a bit better if my body weight was still up. And then deadlift, you don't really, like, that might get better when you lose weight, to be honest, but I haven't deadlifted. So that's that. I mean, it's hard to train around, and it's also frustrating for me because I do like to put out content like this, and there's like nothing good to talk about, and I'm just gonna sit here and rant about how I'm sick, and it's fucking frustrating. Nobody really wants to watch that, so I don't want to. I mean, you can kind of argue that's what I've done this whole time, but I digress. I mean, that's about where I'm at. I'm happy with where my squat's at, but bench is losing strength. Finally able to eat. Finally, like, you know, actually getting appropriately hungry. I know I'm starving right now. I just trained. So it's time to go get some calories in. Hopefully, you know, we're halfway through the week now. Hopefully by the end of the week, strength's back up.